Oh. Right, if you guys read the title of this video, you probably know what we're about to do. What's up everyone, I'm Squishy Joshy, Creative Vagabond, taking you on adventures in gaming, art, music and experiences, and today we're back with some Dreamcatcher. Now this person suggested I check out Shadow as it is a standalone track that has two different versions, one original and one slow version, and they were both for a dark Korean drama series. So y'all know what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be reacting to both, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy what I have to say. That's all I know about the song, that it was used in a Korean drama that had dark vibes, and look, we just happen to be wearing black now. I was actually wearing a Lisa t-shirt before this, but it started to get really hot and sweaty, so I had to swap out the shirts. But yeah, who knows where this is going to go. I mean, Dreamcatcher has been one of the more interesting Korean acts that I've checked out here on the channel. They're very versatile with their music, both sounding very pop and EDM, while also having a lot of rock and metal elements to some of their songs as well. And that sort of stuff has always drawn me into groups like this. So I am really excited for this one. And because it is for a series, I have a feeling that the intensity is just going to be driven up even more. So here we go, guys. This song is called Shadow. Whoa. Is that a 3D? We got some Resident Evil vibes going here. Ooh. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
짙은 연기가 내 목을 타고 좋아 깊은 곳자리 잡아버린 불꽃이 마르지 않는 공허한 저 땅과 눈물 자꾸만 흘러 커지는 그리움에
Very Resident Evil.
숨가쁘게 널 찾아 헤매 I'm gonna stay I lost my way 까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에 I'm still alive No way 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼 Never gonna let you down Never gonna make you cry.
Okay, we're going to pause it there. Initially, not what I was expecting. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because there's two versions of this song. One is supposed to be a slow version. This is the normal version. And the normal version, just hearing it on its own now, kind of, to me, already feels like the slow version. I don't know. I think coming into this, I had different expectations from Dreamcatcher. Now, in saying that, that doesn't necessarily mean that this song is bad. You know, we've always enjoyed listening to the variety that Dreamcatcher has to offer. But this one just feels very different. It feels very anthemic, I suppose you could say, with those really deep orchestral sounding drums, and that mixed with like arpeggiated acoustic guitar, which has that sort of dystopian vibe, and then with the pop sounding vocals on top. It's like you've got three different kinds of genres blended together, and it's interesting seeing that on top of, I'm guessing this is footage from the series. And I sort of thought, you know, from the start that there was some kind of like Resident Evil vibe happening there, and we've just been playing that game, by the way, guys, and we've unlocked the insanity difficulty, we've unlocked infinite ammo, so maybe one day on the streams we'll do a speed run of Resident Evil on insanity difficulty, at least attempt to, so stay tuned for that. But I'm liking how this song has some callbacks to that. It definitely feels very dystopian and very, you know, it's us against the world kind of thing. Looks like people are getting mutated by some kind of virus that's, you know, affecting their eyes and their veins. Could be some kind of entity or something like that taking over these people and they're being chased. So it's very much like the whole Resident Evil vibe. It almost feels like it's a song that would be more of like an end credits kind of sound. But since I haven't seen the series, I don't exactly know where they're positioning it in the series. It could just be the intro music. But apart from that, interesting start so far. I'm really wondering where it goes from here. And not being able to see the members, I wonder if that takes away from the whole Dreamcatcher experience. This may end up being my more critical Dreamcatcher video, just merely for the fact that we haven't listened to them for a while. And initially, you know, I thought going into this we would have a bigger Dreamcatcher experience. It just seems to be not what I was expecting. And again, not that this is a bad song, it's just not what I expected. But yeah, who knows? We're only a minute and 30 seconds into this, and we're also going to check out the slow version. So there's a good chance that our minds can be changed. And yeah, all right, let's get back into it. Cry. like that. The guitar. I was bitten.
I lost my way. 까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에 I'm still alive. No way. 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼. 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna make you cry. 계속 무언가에 홀린 것처럼.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh, sorry, something just got in my eye. Yeah, I think I just needed to yap about the song for a bit, because now that I've had that pause moment and talked about it for a bit and then listened to it again, it seems like my mind's almost done like a 180. It's like, okay, I see where they're going with this. It's so bizarre. Like, sometimes you'll hear something for the first time and just be like, what am I listening to right now? But then you take a break, you sit on it, or maybe you even sleep on it, and the next time you hear it, it's like, wait, actually this slaps. Yeah, look, I think that when the electric guitar started coming in on that second verse, it started selling the whole idea of it a bit more for me, because it really does have that sort of space rock dystopian vibe that really suits the visuals, and it does really seem like it's something out of Resident Evil, or perhaps it could be a mix of things. Like, it looks like it's a virus, but also it could be supernatural at the same time. Is the series on Netflix? Please do let me know. It might be something that I'll be interested to watch, especially after coming out of Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe I need some similar content to keep that momentum going. But yeah, it's really cool hearing them hit these really high notes in the song as well. And I think someone mentioned that in the comments, that there was some high notes that were being hit by the singers there. So yeah, look, I feel like this is one of those songs where you can really feel the emotion behind the vocals and stuff. And I think that that's intentional as well for the type of show. I don't know if the show itself ends on a good note or not, because it feels like one of those songs where there is no happy ending, or maybe they're just going to constantly be dealing with those creatures off screen, like beyond the series even. It's one of those things where it feels like, you know, there's no hope in sight, which isn't done often, because there's a lot of shows and stuff where people want it to end on a happy note, on a good note, but they don't consider, I suppose, that everything would be too predictable if it was always like that. I think, remembering back to when I used to watch a bit more zombie movies, I think there were some that just didn't end on a good note. I think Dawn of the Dead might have been one of those movies. So yeah, I wonder if this series in particular kind of goes down the same route, but otherwise I'm enjoying this. Maybe not as much as the last song that I reacted to, but of course they were completely different vibes, and in that one you're actually seeing the members. In this one you're actually reacting to the music on top of footage from a TV series. And on that note, I think there's been other music videos by other artists in the past that kind of do a similar thing, but they do a better job of balancing out showing footage from the movie or TV series and the actual artist. So if I was to say one off the top of my head, like I think Muse would be a good example, where I think a couple of their songs have been used in Twilight films, and I'm pretty sure in those music videos for those songs they do a good balance of cutting between the band and the actual show or movie. And I think that's what is missing here. If we had some scenes where it cut to Dreamcatcher themselves, I think I would have been pulled in a bit more and been like, okay, this is cool, like we're seeing the artist and something that they're involved in. That's just a little bit of critique from my end. And again, not necessarily saying that the song is bad. I'm saying more like, how could have they improved this in a way that would have given me a better Dreamcatcher experience, especially for someone that is not constantly listening to Dreamcatcher and wants to kind of savor their discography in a way where when I do come back to them, I'll be like kind of like mind blown every time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because when I'm doing these reactions, I'm obviously being very strategic in some of the artists that I'm picking, but also at the same time, I don't want these reactions to tarnish my love for music, if that makes sense. And so there's some artists that I won't do reactions to because I want to enjoy my experience of listening to them off screen. And at the moment, artists like Pond come to mind, because Pond are an Australian rock band, kind of like a sister band to Tame Impala. And while I'd love to do reaction videos for them, their music is something that connects to me on a different level and is something that, you know, I want to be able to enjoy something for myself outside of these videos. So that's just one example. And so yeah, when it comes to Dreamcatcher, for example, I don't want to get bored of them too soon. Not that I've found anything to be boring by them, but that's just me, you know, playing it safe with very specific artists. I don't want to be burnt out. Let's put it that way. I don't want to be burnt out by a specific genre or a specific artist. And I want to just be able to like pick and choose every now and then an artist that I would like to go back to, for example. It's almost like books on a bookshelf or vinyl records that you haven't listened to in a long time. That's kind of like my thought process behind that. And I hope you guys can understand. And obviously, I appreciate each and every one of you that's been here for the Dreamcatcher journey and have made a lot of suggestions. I think after this particular song, next time we go into Dreamcatcher, I think we're going to go for another trilogy just to get a bit more of that Dreamcatcher experience. I think that's what we need to do. And maybe we'll even check out a live video. I think a few of you were also mentioning that we check out a live Dreamcatcher video because apparently they're really good live too. And I don't think we've seen any live Dreamcatcher videos just yet. So that should be one of the next reactions we do for them. Perhaps we go for like a standalone track so that we can compare the two. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. But Dreamcatcher fans, stay tuned. All right, let's get back into it.
계속 무언가에 홀린 것처럼
Love that. It's like a megaphone effect.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna make you cry.
Cool vibratos. Oh, actually, you know what? Those guitars really remind me of like Linkin Park vibes. I love that. That almost could pass as a slower Linkin Park song, I feel. That was cool. I wouldn't be surprised if Linkin Park influenced that song a little bit. Just that really kind of like distorted electric guitar on its own. Very Linkin Park. We all know Dreamcatcher can't make a bad song. See that comment there? OST for game, OST for anime, OST for drama. Dreamcatcher literally gave you everything. Edit, you guys better hear the slow version too. The high notes hit harder there. Well, look, we're going to be hearing the slow version as well. All right, here we go, guys. Is this also going to be footage of the drama, or are we going to actually get some footage of Dreamcatcher? Okay, so it is. Okay, so we got piano this time.
짙은 연기가 내 목을 타고 조여와 깊은 곳자리를 잡아버린 불꽃이 마르지 않는 공허한 저 땅과 눈물 자꾸만 흘러 커지는 그리움에 숨가쁘게 널 찾아 헤매 I'm gonna stay I lost my way 까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에
Did you hear that on the piano? That's how you do it, folks. I like this version. I actually don't know now which version I like better. I think this version definitely seems to highlight the vocals way more. I think this slow version, which to me feels more like just the piano version, has more of the right vibe. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, both versions are clever because that way you've got the reoccurring tune, but the different styles can suit different moments in the series. Because I can imagine they would even have like instrumental versions of each as well. So if this song was like used throughout the series, that would make a ton of sense and would actually be very good as a whole, because then that way it's like a reoccurring motif, and that motif, when people find out that it's Dreamcatcher behind it, they'll always be pulled back to Dreamcatcher. And that's a great way for exposure and marketing when you're an artist and you get a deal to be put in like a TV show or like a movie. That's some good stuff. You know you're doing something right. Maybe one day I would love for one of my songs to go on like a Marvel movie, for example. That would be fun. You guys know how much I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm very excited for the upcoming movies, Spider-Man, Doomsday. I would be stoked to have some of my own music, maybe in a movie after Secret Wars, who knows. But yeah, look, the slower version really highlighting the vocals here. Obviously we missed the electric guitar, but there's obviously a purpose for each version. Let's get back into this one now.
It's my way.
It almost sounds like we've got two piano players going on here too. It's like you've got someone doing the chords like and then someone's doing like the high pitched notes like the ding doo doo doo. Now obviously I can't sing those high notes, but yeah, we're getting into some really high territory with this song. Love it, love it.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna make you cry. 까맣게 타버린 나의 심장에 온길 얹어 붉게 물들어가도록.
Is it affecting them even with the gas mask on?
까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에
That's beautiful.
계속 무언가에 홀린 것처럼.
Oh my goodness, what is this? I gotta hear that again. Let me hear that. I love the chords. Okay, let's listen to this, guys. The chords in this bit. Excellent choice by the pianist. Boom, boom.
계속 무언가에 홀린 것처럼.
Oh.
어리석은 날 구해줘, 날 구해줘. 무의식 속 날 기다려. I lost my way. 까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에 I'm still alive. No way. 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼, 빛이 나는 어둠 속의 그림자들처럼. Never gonna let you down, never gonna make you cry.
Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do it. What a song. It's really hard for me to choose between the slow version and the normal version now because both of them have really good elements to them. Okay, maybe the slow version does win for me because I really like how this one feels thematically speaking, more on the dark side. It's got way more emotion in the vocals, and just overall as a whole, I think all of them, including the footage of the series, really work together in a way where it's like, okay, I understand the vision, and now I'm kind of wanting to watch the series as well. Guys, even though it seemed like I was a bit more critical of this reaction, I really did like the song, especially the piano work that was happening in that one. Great chord choices. Vocals, next level. Like we were getting super high in those vocals and it sounded effortless. Like they were just getting into that territory so easily. It was a bit of a struggle for me. Obviously I'm a guy with a deeper voice, but you know, I had to like push myself and swell into it, whereas they're just like going straight for it. Wow. All right. I think I've pooped myself out on reaction videos now. So when this comes out, hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe as always. Share this video around with your friends. Perhaps you know people that are Dreamcatcher fans and maybe they're interested in hearing what a random Aussie music connoisseur has to say about it. But aside from that, again, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.